Hello everyone, I am JERINA from 2nd BA English. My book review is Stillness is the Key. Stillness is the Key, written by Ryan Holiday. Stillness is the key which gives you the tools to harness the power of slowing down your body and mind for less distractions, better self-control, and above all, a happier and more peaceful life. Let's see the review about the book. Here are the 3 most helpful lessons on the power of taking things easier. First, no matter what kind of crisis you might be in, slowing down is always going to help you get through it better. Second, allow more silence into your life if you want better peace and clarity of mind. And third, work in moderation and embrace your need to sleep if you want to be at your best every day. How we slow down to get through difficult times. Imagine waking up to learn that your enemy is building missiles just a mile away from your country's border. This was the reality for John F. Kennedy in 1962, when the Soviet Union began constructing missile sites in Cuba. The threat of a nuclear attack on America was suddenly very real. This was especially stressful for Kennedy, who knew that at least 70 million lives were at stake. His advisor cautioned him to destroy the missile stations, but he knew that failures in this would be catastrophic. So what he did to handle the situation successfully? Kennedy took time to pause and think. Rather than immediately deciding, he began to reflect on the matter. He would write notes repeating the words missile and leaders over and over. Swimming in the White House pool and spending time in the Rose Garden gave him space to think. After a while, Kennedy decided to go with a blockade of Cuba. This gave him opponent Nikita Khrushchev time to think as well. Nearly 2 weeks later, Khrushchev sent Kennedy a letter in which they recognized the distractions and conflict would cause. This was the beginning of the end of the Cuban Missile Crisis. Rather than displaying strength, actions of peaceful solitude helped Kennedy resolve this potential catastrophe. Similarly, when you take time to slow down after any sort of issue, you will find the clarity and calm helps you make better decisions. Only second lessons, firmness and clarity of mind. Let yourselves have more silence. Pay attention to your surroundings right now. How much noise is present? Perhaps you have got your headphones in and you are listening to your Spotify playlist, or maybe you are hearing the bustle of the coffee shop you are in. Whatever your situation, chances are your life is noisier than you might think. While all of the commotion might not be bad for you, the lack of silence is a missed opportunity for greater calm and simplicity. This was a major focus of the life of experimental composer of John Cage. Silence was an obsession of his, and one high school speaking event he declared his belief that the US should have a national day of quiet. His best known work is 433, which is a musical piece with nothing but 4 minutes and 30 seconds of uninterrupted silence. It might sound crazy, but it's rather profound. Take the experience one pianist had while performing it for the first time. The audience got to notice the wind and rain outside because of the silence. After it was over, Cage mentioned the silence doesn't really exist, but it's full of unexpected sound. That's the power of quietness at work. It lets us notice things we wouldn't otherwise pick up on. It might be the solutions to your business problems on your bike ride, or the next step forward in your relationship that comes to you in the shower. If you think the 433 piece is crazy though, know that business leaders take advantage of silence too. Randall Stamann's research indicates that they go to places with limited noise in their time off. Next lesson. Your peak state is only possible when you limit your work hours and embrace sleep. A few months ago, I tried a nifty experiment. Afternoons are hard for me. I'm usually tired and don't get much work done. I wondered why I spent that time trying to work, so I stopped and tried to nap every afternoon. I began feeling happier about my work because every time I sat down to do it was when I had energy. Although it's not easy for everyone to do this, I would like to see some societal changes here. Don't just take my word for it though. Winston Churchill, the great leader of Great Britain during World War II, learned the powers of napping while in Cuba. Even he set aside time for rest. These days we hear too many people giving garbage advice like you can sleep when you are dead, or dreams are made while everyone else is sleeping. How wrong they are. When you get adequate sleep, you put yourself at a huge advantage. Have you ever heard of the famous 10,000 hour rule? This came from violinist that psychologist Anders Ericsson studied. They practiced a lot, but you know what else they also did often? That's right, sleep. And the best of the group slept more and took more naps than the rest. It's pretty clear that if you want to be at your best, the stillness of rest is necessary. Stillness is the key. Already asked me living a more happy and peaceful life just by the idea of becoming more still. It's difficult to break the shackles of business, but doing so even just a little at a time has great rewards. So everyone must read the book. Thank you.